Hi, welcome to I Can Do It. My name is Jo Richings and I'm a business and executive coach based in the UK, and I'm also the creator of this app. So before we start, who is this app for? Well, the I Can Do It app is for anyone who has ever tried to lose weight and either failed dismally or lost weight but unfortunately gained the weight back on again. It's for anyone who has ever started an exercise or fitness regime only to give it up after a few weeks or even a few days. And it's also for anyone that wants to improve just about any area of their life, including increasing your confidence, being more successful, being happier, stopping procrastination, getting more organised, improving your relationships, and just about everything else in between. So firstly, I would like to say well done for taking the time to check out these videos. I absolutely promise you that it'd be worth your while and a good investment of your time, because the affirmations on the I Can Do It app are just one step in the 4 steps that will enable you to have success in one or all of the above. Now, each of the 4 steps are great on their own and will help you move in the right direction, but using them all together will not only massively speed up that process, it will also ensure that the changes are long-term, in other words, forever. So before I kick off with the 4 steps, I just wanted to give you a little bit of background about myself so you have an understanding of why this app has been created and the results it's been getting already. I've been into personal development for over 25 years since I got involved in network marketing when I was 20. Now don't panic, this is not a network marketing pitch. Although I didn't actually make a lot of money in that particular network, it did completely change my life. Those of you that have been involved in network marketing will know that networks really push personal development programs. So at age 20, I was reading books like Think and Grow Rich, The Magic of Thinking Big, and The Power of the Subconscious Mind. And what I learned completely changed the direction of my life. I started to apply the principles I'd learned to my career, and I have to say over the last 25 years, I've managed to be pretty successful at whatever I put my mind to, which I totally put down to what I learned from the hundreds of books that I've read, the CDs I've listened to, and the seminars I've attended. Unfortunately, I failed to apply the success principles to 2 key areas of my life. The first of those was my health, in particular my weight. I was a massively overweight workaholic who took no exercise whatsoever. It totally frustrated me that I seemed to be able to apply what I'd learned to just about every area of my life except for my weight. It drove me absolutely mad. For years, I lost weight, I gained weight. I lost weight, I gained weight. I started a diet, I blew a diet. I started a diet, I blew a diet. Over and over again. It was complete madness. A couple of years ago, I set out on a mission to work out what was going on in my brain to make me sabotage myself. In my coaching practice, I started to notice the same thing with my clients. They were not only sabotaging their weight loss efforts and exercise programs, but they were often procrastinating and messing up in lots of other key areas of their lives. So this is where I was in January 2012, working far too hard, running a very successful business coaching practice, and spending most of my spare time either being fascinated by the brain and why we do what we do, or fretting about my weight. Which brings me to the second area in my life where I had failed to apply the principles of success, and that was balance. I had absolutely no balance in my life. I was first in the office and last out. I worked way too many hours and totally forgot what was important in life. Now, I believe that life has a way of trying to get our attention when we're off track, and it starts with a tug in your tummy, a feeling that all is not well, but unfortunately most of us are really good at ignoring it. We know things are not quite right, whether that's in our job, our career, business, health or relationships, but it's too easy to stick our heads in a big old tub of denial, which is what I did. I ignored the tugs and carried on my merry way. So if we ignore the tugs, I think life then starts with taps on the shoulder, which are a little bit more persistent, much harder to ignore, and often come in the form of health problems. For me, it was headaches. I woke up with one, went to bed with one, and popped more painkillers than I would want to think about. And I allowed this to go on for 4 years, seriously 4 years. I made a couple of token visits to the doctors only to be told that it was probably tension headaches. Excuse my language, but I felt like saying no shit, Sherlock. I was working 70 hours a week. I was the main breadwinner in the family, which was a huge pressure, and I had 2 teenage kids. Of course I was stressed, for goodness sake. So head back into that tub of denial once again. I carried on doing what I was doing, which was dieting or binging, working too many hours, popping headache pills, and never, and I mean never, exercising. So we ignore the tugs and we ignore the taps, so then life decides that enough is enough and whacks us around the head with a baseball bat. For me, that baseball bat came in the form of cancer, breast cancer to be more specific, and I spent 2012 having 8 rounds of chemo, losing my hair, gaining weight, having a mastectomy and undergoing radiotherapy. Right in the middle of all this, just a few days after my mastectomy, I lost my dear mum totally out of the blue, which was devastating. And then a few weeks after my treatment ended in March last year, on Mother's Day to be precise, I found out that my husband had been having an affair. Seriously, I kid you not, 3 major traumatic events in just over a year. So why am I telling you this? Not because I want you to join me in a pity party, as I don't do pity parties, as you can probably tell. I practice what I preach and managed to keep in control of my mindset for most of that year, despite the fact that the bottom kept falling out of my world. 2012 was a game changer for me, because to say that that little lot has given me a different perspective on life has to be the understatement of the century. It slowed me down for long enough to really think about what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, and as much as I loved coaching, discussing a business owner's profit and loss account or marketing plan was just not going to do it for me anymore. I wanted to make a positive difference to a million lives. Cheesy, I know, but very true. And then I finally got it, my BFO, or my blinding flash of the obvious. The penny dropped and I began to understand not only what was going on in my brain to make me sabotage myself, but more importantly, what I could do about it. Did I come up with this myself? Absolutely not. My knowledge has been inspired by the great many books I've read and the mentors I've listened to, some of which I'm going to talk about in future videos. I took that knowledge, added my own spin, and started to trial the app, not just on myself, but with my clients, my friends, my family, and anyone else I could find to be a guinea pig, and the results have been amazing. They've had success in so many different areas, from improved motivation, increased confidence, they're happier, more organised, there's weight loss, and getting fit, just to name a few. As for me, well, I've gone from being a driven workaholic, seriously overweight overeater who never, and I mean never exercised, to someone who's lost over 75 pounds and I'm still losing. I eat healthily, I meditate every day, and I love going to the gym. Most importantly, I've made the decision to downsize my business, work part-time, and dedicate some of my time to finding ways that I can really make a difference. Having cancer and losing my mum so suddenly made me realise that life can be so short, and we owe it to ourselves to do what makes us happy, excited, and fulfilled. For me, that is helping people to make positive changes to their lives so they're also happy, excited, and fulfilled. So that's enough about me. Let's get on with the 4 steps. What are they? Step 1 is to understand the brain stuff. For you to make long-term positive changes to your life, you need to understand some very simple information about the way that your brain works, how your beliefs, patterns, and programs are formed, and why what you think and what you say to yourself are so important. Step 2 is the affirmations. This is where you'll learn why affirmations don't always work and what to do about it to make absolutely sure that they will work for you. The I Can Do It app has answered all of the causes why affirmations don't always work long term. Step 3 is visualize your way to success. The 5-minute visualization exercise will not only speed up your results dramatically, it will also ensure your changes are forever. And step 4 is EFT or tap-in. EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. This step is especially important for people who have patterns of self-sabotaging behaviour and find themselves doing the same negative things over and over again. Let's take weight problems as an example. If you're the type of person who has lost and gained weight repeatedly, then it's crucial that you tackle the reasons why you overeat in the first place. I have found that EFT or tap-in is the fastest, easiest way not only to get to the root of our self-sabotaging behaviours, but it's also great for pain relief, anxiety, increasing confidence, and letting go of the past. Anyone can learn how to do it in about 5 minutes, and it's totally free. That's my kind of therapy. And that, my friends, is the 4 steps. None of it is rocket science. I passionately believe that you can improve any area of your life. All you need to do is a few simple things done consistently. Firstly, watch the rest of the videos. Set up your affirmation playlist and listen to them as many times a day as you can. There is no such thing as too many times. Set the reminder on the app to remind you to do it every day. Spend 5 minutes visualising success before you go to sleep every night. Do some EFT to get rid of your negative patterns. And connect with us on Facebook so we can help keep you motivated every day. Thanks for watching and good luck in making positive changes in your life. And remember, you can do it.